he started apologizing for things I hadn't accused him of. At first, it felt considerate. He'd say things like, "Sorry if I seemed distracted earlier," or "I didn't mean to sound cold. I hadn't noticed anything," which made the apologies feel rehearsed. He began explaining himself before I reacted, justifying choices I hadn't questioned, clarifying tone I hadn't misread. It was like he was preparing for a trial I hadn't opened. I asked him once why he kept apologizing. He said, "I just don't want you to feel insecure." That answer stayed with me, because insecurity doesn't come from silence. It comes from patterns. And I started seeing one. He wasn't responding to my feelings. He was anticipating guilt. You don't practice apologies unless you're already having conversations somewhere else, not out loud. Internally, he was negotiating with a version of me that didn't exist yet. And that meant something had already happened. Not necessarily physically, but emotionally. He was testing explanations, trying out alibis, learning which version of himself sounded innocent. One night, he apologized again, this time for being distant. I looked at him and realized something chilling. He wasn't afraid of losing me. He was afraid of being caught as someone who had already emotionally left. That's when I understood. Cheating doesn't always begin with attraction. Sometimes it begins with pre-forgiveness. So now I listen carefully. Because when someone starts apologizing too early, they're not being thoughtful. They're being prepared.